Everybody is looking at this stock market crash incorrectly, and I'm going to share with you my perspective. Now, this is just my opinion, but I'm going to give you the facts, figures, numbers, logic, and what I believe is going to happen. You have to think about what is going on. The first thing we need to understand is that in a debt-based society where there's no real money, the only thing that can happen is the money has to transfer to one place to another to fix the Ponzi scheme. So think about this for just a moment. Trump comes in 2024 and runs on being the crypto capital of the world, the Bitcoin capital of the world. Write that down. Bitcoin is a deflationary asset. The US dollar is inflationary. President Nixon detaches from the gold standard in 1971. That made our money fake, fiat. So Trump comes into this broken economy where there's more debt than there is income, running being the crypto capital of the world and bringing in a deflationary asset as the Bitcoin strategic reserve, which is official. That is official. And then he says he's going to put tariffs on all the countries. Promises made, promises kept. The first stock market collapse was the rumors of tariffs, which caused a global visceral response. And then on April 2nd, which was Liberation Day, pay attention to why he's calling it Liberation Day, is he went all in and went on sweeping tariffs on every single country. He had two options. He could slowly put a tariff on every single country, or he could just, bam, drop the hammer and create a visceral response in the fake fiat system, overvalued stock market. He got exactly what he wanted. Pay attention. The stock markets came collapsing down, forcing money out of the stock market. And everybody's protesting that he's hurting the middle class. The stock market is held by most of the wealthy. He destroyed the wealth of the wealthiest people in the world. 50% of the population's in debt. They're not even in the stock market. So the people protesting against him hurting the middle class, this is going to help the middle class. Pay attention. This is why we keep getting played. So it created a visceral, temporary, massive collapse in the stock market. But what happened? This is what people don't understand, and most people haven't made it this far, is that money flooded, remember, it's just debt, it has to move somewhere. That money flooded down the risk pyramid into tier one capital, into the treasuries, which he is so strategic. This is what I think is happening behind the scenes. He's like, I'm going to cause a massive dump in the stock market, forcing money to flood into treasuries, forcing the feds to lower interest rates. Again, not hurting the middle class, helping the middle class. So the stock market collapse hurt the wealthy, but the wealthy, when this happens, buy the dip. Middle class gets manipulated by the media, who is controlled by the wealthy, to manipulate the middle class, and they protest against something that's not even affecting them because they're in debt. So by the money moving from the stock market into treasuries, that forces Jerome Powell's hand to lower interest rates, or we're going into a depression. And lo and behold, I just did a video on my YouTube, and right after that, there's a closed door meeting today, April 7th, 2025, around interest rates with the Federal Reserve. So now it's in Jerome Powell's hands. Trump is a businessman, not a politician. He said, here you go, Jerome Powell. Money's flooding into treasuries. 50 countries have already negotiating with Trump, and many other to come. Or he could have gone country by country by country. He just pulled the plug and said, we're going all in. Here's what I believe is going to happen. We're going to see some short-term pain, but you're going to see some massive, massive long-term gain. This is why we're stoic. This is why we buy the dip, because we know what we hold. And this is why BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the world, said Bitcoin is now a flight to quality. This is why Trump ran on Bitcoin, fixing the United States debt problem. When they tell you to look this way, there's always another narrative going on this way. It's a game of chess they're playing, not checkers. Get off the chessboard. Get into the middle ground. Learn economics, real economics. Learn that you're in a debt-based society. Every single dollar you get paid in is someone else's debt. And if you can learn to transmute that debt into something that compounds and grows, or something that's deflationary, hence gold, Bitcoin, XRP, you will start to see how the patterns work. Money just moves. Energy just moves. There's nothing real. There's no real money, guys. There's no real money. It just moves. Trump just moved it from the stock market into treasuries, playing checkers, forcing Jerome Powell to lower rates. And if he doesn't, good luck, guys. Not only will the middle class be screwed, but the wealthy will be screwed. The US dollar is a Ponzi scheme. It's called fractional reserve banking. We're going from a fractioned reserve system to a deflationary system. It's going to take about 10 years. Once we transition, some of the richest people in the world are people that are holding these deflationary assets. So if you're temporary emotional about this, you're going to get wrecked. But if you understand the long term of what is actually happening, you could be the one to transfer your family's wealth forever. So what am I doing? I'm buying the dip. What do? I insure some of my money in cash value life insurance. What do? I stand stoically waiting for these moments to happen. And when everybody's flooding in to get rich quick, when it starts going up, and everybody starts coming in when it's too late, I sell a little bit off the top and I move that energy, just the money, into different places that create a balanced portfolio. So don't get played by this temporary emotion. Learn the game so you don't get played. Warriors! Let's get your shit together. Love you guys. Remember, huge warning, red light. I am not DMing you. QFS accounts are scam. Don't send your crypto to anybody. We do not invest people's crypto. I'll never ask you to send me crypto. Don't send your crypto to anybody. Nobody. Hold on to it like your life depends on it. What I do have for you is resources to keep you safe. In my bio, you'll see the Coach JV Academy. We've helped 11,000 people worldwide. It is not an investment. It is live calls, market calls, community calls. We teach you how to fish, example portfolios, entry and exit plans. It's education. It's teaching you how to fish. For example, markets are collapsing. My team is live in there explaining what we think is happening. Keeps you calm, keeps you stoic, keeps you in the right community. So join the vibe, get in the tribe. All right, on the other side too, in all 50 states, I have support for cash value life insurance. So bank on yourself concept, and infinity banking concept. I use cash value life insurance to protect, compound, and grow. For example, some of my wealth is insured. So when the markets came collapsing down like this, it stops at my principal. My money's insured and guaranteed. When it goes up, my cash value, or as my cash value goes up, I have a bank I can borrow against myself. My family has protection. So they teach you how to insure your car, your house, and your life, but they don't teach you how to insure your wealth. We're just here to give you that information around that concept. So you can fill out a form in there to meet with my team, completely free consultation. You will never send the money directly. So we want to make sure we keep your money safe. Don't send crypto to anybody. Love you guys. See you on the inside. That's all in my bio. Click it.